Hello, good morning. How are you? I want to read you a story from this book. This is Demos Shakarian's The Happiest People on Earth. So, I'm just reading a story from the book. The story is in page 21. So, it said, troubles between the Muslim Turks and the Christian Armenian did seem to be growing in intensity. In August 1896, 4 years before grandfather butchered the blind stairs, hadn't a Turkish mob murdered more than 6,000 Armenians on the streets of Constantinople? But Constantinople was far away, and had passed since the giving of the prophecy. True, prophecies in the Bible often came dozens, even hundreds of years before the event. But most people in Karakara, grandfather among them, believe such genuine prophetic gifts had ceased with the completion of the Bible. And then, a little after the turn of the century, Ephraim announced that the time was near for the fulfillment of the words he had written down nearly 50 years before. We must flee to America. All who remain here will perish. Here and there in Karakara, Pentecostal families packed up and left the holdings that had been their ancestral possessions time out of mind. Ephraim and his family were among the first to go. As each group of Pentecostals left Armenia, they were jeered by those who remained behind. Skeptical and disbelieving folk, including many Christians, refused to believe that God could issue pinpoint instructions for modern people in a modern age. But the instruction proved correct. In 1914, a period of unimaginable horror arrived for Armenia. With remorseless efficiency, the Turks began the bloody business of driving two-thirds of the population out into the Mesopotamian desert. Over 1 million men, women, and children died in that death marches, including every inhabitant of Karakara. Another 500,000 were massacred in their villages in a program that was later to provide Hitler his blueprints for the extermination of the Jews. The war did not intervene when Turkey wiped out the Armenians. He reminded his followers, it will not intervene now. The few Armenians who managed to escape the besieged areas brought with them tales of great heroism. They reported that the Turks sometimes gave Christians an opportunity to deny their faith in exchange for their lives. The favorite procedure was to lock a group of Christians in a barn and set it afire. If you are willing to accept Muhammad in place of Christ, we will open the doors. Time and again, the Christians chose to die, chanting hymn of praise as the flame engulfed them. Those who had heeded the warning of the boy prophet and sought asylum in America heard the news with dismay. So the Lord is still talking. He hasn't stopped speaking. He's still looking out for his people. What is important is whether we are aligning with what he's doing and had attuned our spirits to hearing from him. Not all these things moving around, all this prophecy moving around up and down. No. God is still talking and he's still leading his people by the Spirit. God bless you. Have an amazing day and see you next Saturday.